Nezro just kind of takes y'all, and he's the size of a somewhat normal wolf.
So smaller than...
smaller than, the size of a city.
I meant smaller than
Shiana?
Shiana usually is.
Well, now she's the size of a horse.
Yeah.
He's in there, and
I'm just gonna sit down, by the way, once we get back.
Magnai and Nezro talk a little while. Nezro, once he has all the information, it's like, okay. Guess I'll go talk to Pharasma now. He leaves.
He's gonna go talk to Pharasma now. He used to just run around and do stuff, you know? And now the other half of my giant wolf deity companion is being turned into an undead abomination.
Possibly a god undead abomination?
Yeah.
The Nezro comes back, he sits down. She says, kill it. He says, the risk is too great. We don't need another undead abomination running around. It'd probably be safer for everything and everyone. We just let it pass.
Not even doing the, trying to reverse it?
If it makes it worse. She said, especially on this island, it already has enough to deal with the undead, with the chasm that just kind of spews undead occasionally.
Did she say who should do it?
I hope this doesn't harm Shiana.
Me too.
Well, I'll leave it to you then. I'm not killing my own kid. Again.
Great. You said he disappears?
Yeah, he doesn't walk out the door necessarily.
He just isn't there anymore. Great.
He does the god teleport, which I'm sure is free to cast.
I really don't want to kill her in her sleep.
Yeah, that's kind of suckish, but...
Like, I kind of want to ask him to wake her up.
Ooh, Nezro?
Yeah.
He's already gone now.
I know. I could still... I could yell at Shiana to yell at him if I needed to. Or just, hey Shiana, wake up. I'll head over to where she is.
Okay. She's there, just sleeping away. The rune pulses a little bit more rapidly than when you were here last, but not too bad of a rate. Maybe slightly faster than a heartbeat.
You know, if I had removed Curse today, I'd cast it. Dispel Magic ain't gonna do shit. None of my other stuff would really... Oh, I don't want to do this.
Making the hard choices.
I guess I'll ask, Midnight, do you have like a ceremonial knife or dagger or something? Seems the appropriate thing.
No, but the guy will probably have one at the blacksmith.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Put the rocky crystalline hand on your shoulders. I don't envy you. If you want, I can still try and save her.
I just walk out. Oh. It's one thing to go against it myself and try one thing that probably won't work, but also probably wouldn't make it worse. It's another to ask someone to do the thing that my God specifically said not to. You know? It's like she didn't say anything about me not doing it, and, you know, but, oh. Because that's the worst part. I'm actually very devout, you know, and it's... So yeah, I go out. Good night. Do you have a ceremonial knife or dagger that I can borrow?
Guy who's not quite as caught up as everyone else is in quite a cheery mood. He's like, "What? Oh yeah, sure." Cheerily hands you one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I walk back in.
Make good use of it.
Ass. You, not him.
I know. Oh man, I'm sorry.
Okay. I'll walk up. I'll stand beside her and say, give her last rites. Pray to her mom. I'm actually going to change to the body of ice to give me, to kind of steel myself that last little bit. You know, cold heart, that kind of thing.
Sure.
Hand on her forehead, and then just on the other, just do it at her. Could it be at throat or sternum or something? I'm not sure.
But just
I guess sternum.
General coup de grace, though.
Yeah, just place it on the sternum where I can get it between the ribs and go straight for the heart and
go straight through.
Mm-hmm.
There's a burst of energy that flings you against the wall.
Woo, damage reduction.
Yeah. There's that. Roll a fortitude save.
That's a 15.
You don't feel well. You don't feel well.
Oh, yay. Fuck you! And you know, I'm not going to be sure it's from that burst of energy and not from the fact that I just killed her. Because I wouldn't feel well anyway.
Woo!
Anything else? Burst of energy, she's still laying there?
Yep, still laying there. Knife's still in her. She's not breathing anymore. You assume she's dead.
Yeah, I'm going to walk up. I'm going to get rid of body vice so I can check her pulse and...
He'll check.
$14.
14?
Mm-hmm.
You discern that she is no longer of the living or the undead.
Yeah, I was going to say I cast Detect Undead.
No, nothing. Well, you kind of detect a little bit all around.
Oh!
But nothing... But none from her.
I channel positive energy affecting undead.
How's that, Chris?
What is me?
Stop!
You missed a good time. Let me tell you.
That's usually what happens.
I got cursed out twice.
Was it fun or
He made me kill Sybil. Like, he made me do it.
Technically, I didn't. You could have gone to Magnite.
Again, I'm
You also could have said ask someone else to do it.
I'm follower for Asthma.
Still
This
could
is
have asked someone
very
else
much
to do it.
my duty. It's Valky did not have an option. Other people would have. Valky did
I
not.
suppose.
So that's
Sorry that your character's personality.
11.
This was the last pepper achievement. That was pepper achievement. Like there was none hanging. I was like, damn. And then I was like, when I looked up to see if any of them were like had fallen down.
And hot cheese.
11 points of channeled positive energy to affect undead in the area.
Okay.
Do I feel anything from that?
No.
Okay.
Although none of the undead that you're detecting go away, so you're not sure if it's just the energy from the burst or what.
Excuse me.
Hopefully it's
Okay.
just that.
I say one last prayer over her quickly. And then I say, looking up from her, saying aloud and quite loudly in my mind, Shiana, are you okay?
You say it out loud and in your brain?
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine.
Get an answer. She was like, I was gonna come to you. But there's something wrong with the air over there. You should leave.
Great. Might not. We should leave this room, apparently. Something happened. I am going to pick her up, though. Pick up
Sybil?
Sybil, yeah, and carry her out, too. I'm not leaving her in the undead air room.
Sure.
Pick up the thing that's probably causing it. Yeah.
And I'm not going to remove the dagger, either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, carry them out. All the way out of the fortress, actually.
Okay.
Almost thought I hit it.
I'm gonna take her.
Are you petting me?
Yes, with my license.
Oh. I'm becoming Chris.
That's how that works.
Through osmosis.
I think I'm just gonna wander through the streets for a minute because I don't know where to take her, and so I'm just walking down the street trying to figure out where.
It'd be so much easier if this place had a crematorium.
I think Valky's in shock.
I understand.
I mean, of course she is.
And it's inhibiting Chris's ability to think at the moment.
No, it's also like I really don't know where I would want to take her.
Tonight
Like,
shows up.
I built the crematorium.
Tonight is like, let me take that for you.
no.
Where are you going to take it?
I think I'm just gonna take her outside of town and build a funeral pyre.
My way's faster.
No.
Do you want me to take you to somewhere?
No.
Squishes. She flies away. She was going to drop her into a volcano.
That would have been at least a cooler death.
Hits. No. Yeah, I'm gonna take her outside town to a place where I can find some wood that I'll be able to build a pyre. Which I don't know if I can here. I can't remember.
We're in
Oh right, this was the mountain. Yeah, there were some.
There are some trees up there. So you leave town. Takes you about 30 minutes to get to a place with trees.
And I don't have the good spells to be able to get trees or a great way to do it, but I'll figure something. I'll find a spot, clear it off, set her down, and do Detect Undead again.
There seems to be a trail of it following you.
You fail.
Oh. Goody. I set her down. I start collecting wood that I can to start building a pyre. I don't have a great way to cut any down, but hopefully I can find enough, and if not, I'll bash some limbs off with my mace. I feel like the adrenaline would, let you get that done. Actually, before I start, I'm going to channel positive energy once to affect undead and once to affect living. Just get some positive energy in the air,
Yeah.
And then, start building that fire.
Roll survival to build the fire.
Since it's specifically a funeral pyre, can it be religion instead?
Sure. Did you already roll?
Yeah, but I didn't. I mean,
You didn't look. Then fine. I'll let you have it.
17.
What? 17? You successfully built the fire and put the body on it and burn it.
Mm-hmm.
The air starts to smell really bad.
I just had a horrible idea.
Would detect undead still be going on?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
So it's like a ripsaw blade, but with a fidget spinner
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah.
That's awful.
That's what I was imagining when I did that. I'm glad I was able to transfer that image to you.
I'll back up out of the area of smelling really bad.
Okay. You let it burn for the appropriate amount of time, I suppose.
Man, if it smells that bad, you're gonna have that's gonna be you're gonna have to get new clothes and burn these.
I'm just gonna sit there and watch.
It burns.
Then it dances. And it burns.
Just gonna wait for it to burn down.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. Arbitrary wait times for the win.
No, not win. Lose.
Alright, so time passes. I don't know how long that process actually
Probably
takes. A few hours?
a few hours, yeah.
That's what I imagine. So you wait a few hours, it's probably done. Fire starts to dim.
See, there's a good reason that you have no pyro mage or any fire mages, because they'd be man, this is taking a long time. Flame strike. And then it would all be over in a very short amount of time.
No one's come out during the time?
No.
Has Gianna said anything else?
No.
Come to think of it, I don't know if they'd be a proper thing to do after you've burned the body, or if that is the end of the process.
What?
For burial rites and stuff, I'm not... For the end of cremating them, or...
Sometimes ash is buried, or sometimes the pyre is just left to burn.
Okay. Then once it's definitely burned down, I'm gonna get up and walk back into town, taking a route around where I walk, so I don't walk through the path of undead.
Do you go back to the fire at all?
Do
you go back to the fire at all?
I'm watching it the entire time. It's
But
burning
from a
down.
little ways away.
Not from super far away, I didn't
I thought
imagine.
you said you got away from the smell.
How big is the smell?
I imagine it it smells.
Oh, okay. Then I would go back up before I leave.
The dagger is still there. It's got glowing yellow cracks, same color yellow that.
Oh.
So there's that, but the body's gone, and the undead, if you do that again, is gone as well. Just the dagger.
I don't have it to cast again.
Fidget spinner.
Hey Shiana, did you tell Nezro that the dagger I used to slay her seems to have the same yellowish look that she did before she died and ask him what I should do with that?
The answer you get is keep it or destroy it.
Or eat it. I'm sorry, that was
Keep it, hide it,
something
or
else.
destroy it.
I'm paying
But,
attention. Can you imagine talking
it
to a
should be
god
safe to
while they're
touch
hungry?
then? Maybe?
If it is safe to touch, then do one of those 3 things. If it's not safe to touch, then rip, I suppose.
A smart and or wise person may take a cloth and
Yeah,
pick it up.
I'm getting there. So once it's burned down, I'll create water over the dagger itself to cool it off some.
Okay.
Grab some of those rags that I still have some of from back when we were in the Sets dungeon.
Or do you still have sex rags?
Well, they weren't Sets rags, they were just rags from the brothel, and I mean, rags are useful.
Do you not assume they were sex rags?
I don't assume that, no.
They were in a brothel.
So I
It could have been used as a jizz mop.
assume they were just tattered clothes.
Tattered jizz mop.
It's not the appropriate time for this.
I know, but
I use those to pick it up, and I'm gonna take it back to Magna and ask her to see if she can look it over and tell me.
She goes, "Nah, I ain't got a shit for you. This is weird." She says it.
eloquent as
Start
always.
over.
She says it more like her, but
Please start over.
she
Slightly
looks at
more
it.
eloquence.
She looks at it intensely. Well, I don't know exactly what this does, but I can probably accurately guess it has something to do with. It has some effect akin to maybe the curse. It seems that some of the magic got put in the knife or something. This- You killed a god that was possibly about to be born, so who knows?
Ba-na-na-na. Thanks, Fred. Very atmospheric.
Like, that was really good. Right after I said that, the dog turned the light off. So the lights went out.
Good timing, bro.
The inventory part of me is like, what would happen if I put this in that lava pit? But I don't want to make the island undead.
That was my main concern about the island. That was my main concern about the island dying, is that it would become a haven for undead. So, I mean, if you do it, I would be kind of right. You would just...
Like, it would probably completely fuck up whatever ritual they're doing.
It would also probably fuck up most of the ecosystem and everything here.
Oh boy.
This becomes the Shadow Isles.
Thought I made that joke.
Probably.
But yes, very accurate. It would just become hell. The island.
So do you think if I kept it, it would start doing bad things to me? And do you think if I attacked people with it, it would start turning them undead? Because I don't want either of those things.
It probably will not harm you. I'm not getting any... I wouldn't know, for lack of a better word, readings from it.
Mm-hmm.
Senses.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem to be alive. It doesn't seem to be hurting anything around it. I don't know.
I think I'll keep
Sounds
it
exactly
until-
like one of those items that Crag would throw in the pot. And like, let's see what would happen. Will it blend?
I suppose I'll keep it until it proves a bad idea to do so then.
That's
The
the
last
kind of
memento.
mage he's going to be. He's going to be the will it blend guy of mages. It's like, I have god hair and demon's blood.
What did you put with those two things? Nothing? Have you
What?
used those yet?
I haven't used...
the blood nor the air, I believe. I tried to infuse a corpse with werewolf blood, and that started happening weird. So I haven't used the. I was saving the. No.
Colossus blood.
Yeah. Well, the I wasn't. I don't have anything in mind for that, but I was saving the hair for trying to make the like werewolfkin metal or wolfkin.
Can I borrow a pencil from somebody?
Yes.
Pencil.
Pencil.
Dear lady's pencil. First
I'm
leaf
sitting on the
spill.
edge. How does that make you feel?
Like a sat on dog. Possibly.
Yeah.
Where's Jack? You get eaten?
I dubbed this the Blade of Sybil.
The blade of Sybil. Chandler, did you... Wait, you didn't kill her with fire. Okay, never mind.
What?
Sorry.
No, he did not.
The way that Sybil dies in the movie, it's just...
It's not. He did not burn her with fire.
Okay.
He stabbed her first.
Okay, just...
Was it a dagger or a knife? Because I asked for
Dagger.
either. Dagger.
Terminally old dagger.
Wouldn't do that.
Okay, so I have a new weapon.
Yeah. Isn't it amazing?
Are you ever going to use it?
I think so.
Just to find out what it does?
Yeah, because if it does what it probably does, I'm just going to end up destroying it. But if not, it's a last memento from a very powerful and momentous occasion and person and thing.
That is if you can destroy it. Things of that nature tend to be fairly hard to destroy.
There's always the drop it in a volcano option, and even if it doesn't destroy it, we'll
No.
likely end up with it encased in stone somewhere, you know?
It'll be very hard to find.
Yeah.
There's just going to be like one volcano in the world that just has a vault of awful, awful items that...
That's the look of a man who has to stop talking because he's realized he's going to use this idea.
You know, the thing is, like, in later levels, as long as I get something of fire resistance, I could be the only person, like, I could be one of the few people that could be like, it's like, artifact at the bottom of a volcano, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And just, like, jumps in. Like, hold on. It's like he gets, like, flame retardant, like swimming gear. Like one of those old, like two-colored striped, like swimsuits with the swim cap on it, and he just jumps in.
Okay, so gonna go over back to Gunai and say,
So I was gone. Did the cult die?
not yet. I won't be able to return that dagger. What do I owe you for it?
Keep it. Magni just told me what happened.
Yeah.
My bad.
You didn't know. Okay. Just gonna walk out.
Just like to point out that you asked him for a dagger, walked back inside, came back outside carrying the body of your friend.
With the dagger in it.
Yes. So what?
I assume she had the chainmail on at the time, by the way.
Who?
Sybil. Had they ever
Yeah,
put it on?
yeah.
Okay. Gonna walk out to an opening, like an open space in the street somewhere, and say, okay, Shiana, can you come back now? Is it clear enough?
You smell funny.
Yeah.
Murder does that.
It seems like some of the curse got infused in the dagger, but I'm gonna keep it for a little while and see if anything bad happens, because hopefully it doesn't, and I'll be able to keep it as a keepsake.
give it to one of the gods that the kid was actually a part of.
It's also an option.
She sounds skeptical and she's like, I don't know.
Okay.
I think you should go to one of those places that you keep taking people and they get hurt. What'd you call it?
Temple.
That one.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Find a temple of Pharasma.
There is one in Ganath.
Mhm.
They have a general temple with a little pocket for everybody.
Go up.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Can you, tell me if this is safe or not? And take it out and
The dagger?
set it down.
Set.
I don't hand it to him.
What do you mean?
Set it on the table. It's,
Laser
too long
for
to
deep-
go into, but something very bad happened just now,
What
and
am I looking for?
curses and the spreading of.
As soon as you take it out, like a laser from each one of like the altars comes from it and like destroys it. It's just,
That'd
it's
be
like, nope.
okay. I mean, that'd kind of be a sign that was meant to happen. That would be an acceptable, you know.
Not really meant to happen. More
Well,
as like all the gods decided for you.
The priest casts Detect Magic, which is a spell you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you can recognize that one. Also undead.
It's like all the Chozo spirits zapping shit out of it.
Its face gets a little white. Ma'am, I think I'm gonna have to ask you to leave this temple. You seem to be undead.
No. No, 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 no. No.
He like leans forward and sniffs you. You're not undead. Have you been cursed?
Probably.
Well, the dagger is... I can't get any readings on it. Or... I got readings, I guess is the right one. It's definitely magic. I just can't quite tell what. It's very powerful. You, however, are definitely undead. But you're not undead. I'm going to cast magic on you now. Don't resist it. Cast magic on you. Do you resist it?
I'm kind of ignoring him at this point,
Okay.
and I
well-
can't. I think that would mean not resisting. Yeah.
Okay, well, you no longer feel bad. That is to say, he removed curse on you.
Okay.
And you are no longer undead.
Okay.
Well, into Mount Doom you go.
Thank you, by the way.
And then Gianna's suddenly behind you.
New York.
Like, you see his face
I
just
can't
drain of blood. Like, he's just like, yeah, you're not undead anymore. I helped you out. And then just, like... he, like, looks up slightly.
I'll just reach back and to where he's looking and scratch behind her ear. Hey.
He just... John just leans over. He's like, poor Iron Dog.
I think I need to talk to your mom one of these days. Like, face to face. This is just too much. Glad you're okay, though. Finally lean back.
Same.
She's crazy.
I never want to sleep that long again.
Meanwhile, I don't want to sleep ever
What's
again.
she speaking in, by the way?
Icelandic.
Like this horse-sized wolf just appears in the temple and starts going Inga-dinga-durgan, durgan-durgan. I know that's not Icelandic, by the way. I don't mean to God damn it. Abyssal.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Bullshit. And scare the fuck out of the priest.
A couple of the priests, who noticed the wolf and came over to see what was the deal with the wolf. And Abyssal, a couple of them look rather startled.
I'll be talking back in Celestial. The first part would have been Common, and then when hearing a different language, remember, oh yeah, you don't speak Common so well, I'll speak Celestial.
She switches to Celestial.
Okay.
You of the priests are just even more confused at that point. The ones who are reaching for weapons, put them away. It's like, okay, it's not evil. Probably.
I'm gonna look at them. You think this is bad?
Confusion and delay.
Oh.
See, they're about the level you were 10 levels ago. You're not even level 10 yet.
Yeah.
But they're NPCs, so they get negative buff.
So what's next? Is it the... I have lost track. In-game.
Forgot I had the collar.
That's pretty much been your quest, right?
Yeah.
Actually, was do something for Ganai, which you just kind of did. You haven't heard anything from Nezro about the guild and what's going on there.
So, but looking at her, so you're okay now, right?
Bork. Affirmative, Bork.
Let me see your back. Let me.
Licks face, wags tail, lays down so you can see her back.
It's.
You don't see it. There's fur.
Okay. I'm gonna look under the fur, kind of rub it up, and.
Scar. In the shape, in the rune, there's a scar there.
But just like a regular scar, not like.
Not glowing.
Okay.
It's still a Necrel character.
Sure. Oh. You know, all things considered, I hated having to do it, but considering I just killed the other half of you and you're this okay, I think we came out more ahead than I was expecting to for a while there.
I feel kind of empty, to be honest. But I think I'll be fine.
Oh, yay.
Damn it, that prize at the fair was useless. Or at the fighting ring, it wasn't a fair.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. On the other hand, the weapon and armor I got are still kick-ass. Oh. Turning back to the original priest, but the dagger was okay.
You couldn't get much from it.
Okay.
Nobody told you.
I'll take it for now. I'll put that back up. Thank you again. I'll bow and just kind of turn around and walk out. Kind of holding my head in my hands and alternating, like, and just rubbing and just, which I'm sure is so comforting to the guy who just thought I was undead for a moment, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Not taking... I'll be keeping at least one hand on Shiana the whole time, though.
You know, make sure she doesn't vanish again.
Yeah.
She's like, when things calm down, we can just go back to killing people.
Oh, that
She
sounds
says
nice.
in common, like Celestial or something like
That sounds
a language a lot of people here can understand
Yeah.
before you've left.
Which is, and again, my response also in whatever language.
Oh, yeah.
That longingly, you know?
Life used to be so simple.
And story arc end.
Oh.
Well, mainly.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, there'll be a bit of an epilogue.
A couple of loose ends, but...
You know, giant magic guild that did this in the first place, you know. Just
So...
Well, Nezro said he was going to level that.
Yeah.
yeah, but
He just never said for affirmative if he had or not, but...
well,
He probably
I don't trust the, like... Gods don't seem to be too immortal in this world. I don't trust them.
Just all around this island.
Yeah.
Not even This island used to be a continent. This continent had enough, like, at least 2 ways of killing a god, the world has a few more.
I don't
Not
know.
necessarily.
This seems to be
this island is the continent that was this island. It was kind of a magic hotspot.
Yeah, but it doesn't say that people.
Oh no, there's
from
probably
here-
a couple more around the world,
Yeah.
but not like dozens more.
I didn't say dozen. I said a couple.
those are
No,
those are in the volcano.
Yeah.
You know, the non-burning scrolls. They're at the bottom of the volcano. You know how Bahamut's just the god dragon, but that's where he keeps his hoard, just at the bottom of the volcano.
Yeah.
And it's like,
That's the core of the earth, you know.
yeah, he just goes back in it from time to time. And it's like, I just have so many curios.
Can you imagine what a dragon that big would look like coming out of a volcano? That would be kind of terrifying, but also impressive to watch.
I can just imagine Bahamut just take like a little bitty, like indestructible artifact gingerly with his claws, and he just starts swiping it with them. He has these like overly sized specks because he's a god dragon. He just like so he could see it a little better. It's just like there we go, and he just puts it back down. And this is like random pile of ancient evil artifacts.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to be wandering through the town looking for an outdoor tavern or a cafe or something that I can get a very stiff drink at,
Sure.
and I'll be proceeding to do that.
You even get bought a drink, and a guy tries to get real friendly.
I kind of glance over at Shiana.
She eats him.
Okay, I go back to my drink.
A few people panic. Someone calls the guard.
Now, end of story arc.
Well, nothing needs to come out of this, I've heard.
End of chapter 1.
Alright, give yourself 500 XP for finishing most of that story arc.
Does she eat him?
Not for real, no.
Okay.
She does growl at him, and you smell urine, so he leaves.
Oh, jeez. That was... Oh, man.
I'll try to make the next one a little bit more tame, because that one won't be as off the...
So I'm now worshipping the deity that's the mother of the person that I killed, that's the other half of my best friend, that in the process turned me momentarily kind of undeady, and that I'm now carrying around the knife that I killed her with, and that absorbed the curse that was the reason I killed her.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I get my magic from.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and the one that told us to kill her, too.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not forget that.
I'm sorry. I'll try harder next time.
See, it would have been so much easier if he would have died at the Lich.
And like, seriously, if the curse hadn't been lifted right then in the temple, I was just gonna demand to see Pharasma. It's like, no, I'm talking to you now. I've been good, but
Helped out!
there's some shit that's gone down, and
I didn't ask for this. Yeah.
it's like I would have stood there in the temple demanding it, and if she
like
did,
the priest is like, sir, or ma'am, I can't help you with that.
oh no, not to him, just to Pharasma. And if it didn't happen, then I'd talk to Nezro, and so I'd tell him to bring me to her.
Not ask.
No,
tell
yeah.
him.
And if that didn't happen, I'd talk to Shiana and ask her to tell Nezro to bring me to him. Not that I couldn't tell her because she's more powerful. I like her more. I'm willing to be more courteous.
Okay. She'd probably just take you to Pharasma.
Yeah. It's like, no, we're
She probably also has some words for Pharasma
Yeah.
herself, actually.
I might get killed for this, but I've earned.
Yeah, right?
You might kill me for this. That's fine. I'm being insolent, but I've earned a face-to-face. It's happening first.
Do it.
So, yeah, all in all, good thing I got uncursed, probably. Because that's not the best attitude to cop with a god. Oh man. Okay, so 500 for that. Can I get extra for roleplay? Because that was a lot of roleplay.
That was a lot of roleplay. You may.
Can you give me a number? Or do you want me to just come up with a number?
10.
10,000? Okay.
Tian Shinhan?
What?
Tian Shinhan?
Yeah, you can have another 500 for excellent
Okay.
roleplay.
Oh, jeez. Oh! Battle XP. There was one fight that I didn't get XP for. I killed a god just now. How much
That
XP do I
wasn't a
get for
I will
that?
not give you XP for coup de grace a sleeping woman.
Oh, come
You may
on!
have just been about to burst into a very powerful goddess, but we'll that was what the 500 XP was for.
Yeah.
That was covered in that.
Had to try.
You can have an extra 2 XP, I guess, with coup de grace.
I'll take it.
The actual killing blow, yeah, 2 XP. There you go.
Oh, man.
Just like, I don't like this. Oh, yeah, she's all sandwich shit before.
Okay, I'm trying to think if there's anything else before I cut video.
She hit the flow. She hit the flow. Next thing you know, she started getting low.
Can't believe you made me kill her. It was a real dick move, you know that?
Could have done with what you could have done with Magni. You could have asked Magni or again.
I really couldn't have is the thing.
Well,
Again,
Valky couldn't have.
Valky really couldn't.
Well, I'm sorry that the situation presented itself in such a way that Valky had no other choice.
Okay, yeah, so that's it. So, end of session. Killed Sybil. Got relic. Can I just assume this thing is gonna be a relic level? The dagger. Cursed.
Just say Dagger of Sybil.
Let's see. I'm getting drunk. Or Shiana's back.
Hooray! Important things. Good things that everybody likes.
I am happy Shiana's back.
Just couldn't let you have both of them.
I didn't even want both of them. I just didn't want to have... Why'd she have to die instead of just leaving? Getting drunk.
We're one part of the same person. They could have fused together.
That was actually a brief thing that I thought about, was they could actually just end up fusing together. Which is what was starting to happen.
Oh, and I kind of stopped that, didn't I? Or tried to. Yeah. It was worrisome, okay?
Yeah, no, I feel you. It's just you stopped it, so I had to do something else.
Fair enough. Okay.
One of the possible outcomes was Shiana might have actually had to eat her.
See, that would have been cool. That would have felt more right.
Oh,
But Shiana would have been so upset about it.
Yeah, the existential crisis of actually eating oneself.
Like, you would have been more okay with that. Well, Valky would have been more okay with it. Shiana would have been broken. Like Valky is now. Honestly, who would you prefer to be broken? Valky or Shiana?
Yeah. Is it sad that that's such a goes without saying that I don't have to answer?
Oh, man.
Alright. See y'all next time. Woo.